What was the first race slash class combo I finished with? Ever or on camera? Because ever, I believe it was a Gargoyle Monk? I want to say Gargoyle Monk of Quaslol was the first one I ever won with. Quaslol is definitely a little weird. Gargoyle is pretty bog standard, I feel, for a lot of people's first victories. But yeah, it was, I believe, Quaslol, Gargoyle Monk, that potentially even was using Shield of Gong. Like, it was full noise strats, but I just happened to be a pretty dang strong character, got super lucky, and was able to just face the music for all of the absurd number of enemies that came my direction. That was definitely something along those lines for my first win, though I don't remember the specifics very well. You haven't got a win yet, but you feel confident slamming Minotaur fighters against the wall over and over? Yeah, see, back in my day, it was a lot of Mountain Dwarf fighters. That's what I was running when I started, the very first time I started to get a bit more serious about trying to get a victory. It was old Mountain Dwarf fighters, which were definitely Minotaur fighters, but potentially a bit stronger at the whole sword and board thing. But definitely, regardless, was a fun combo. And yeah, especially when you're early on, it gets so satisfying when you finally start making incremental progress. I mean, sure, you keep slamming your face into lair over and over and dying just as many times, but on that one run that you make slightly more progress than you ever have before, oh boy, is it a satisfying turn of events. Okay, let's, as soon as the confusion is up, let's reset once again here. Any day now, we'll find that rune on entrance here. That's the plan, at least. GhBe, yours was Gargoyle. You think it's the friendliest class for people new to the game? Right, it's a bit of an interesting mix, depending on how you, what you run into in the late game. Exactly. Mutant Priests, those smites are rough. If you get a lot of damnation enemies, like earlier than you normally might, just in a 3-rune game, that can be rough. But yeah, those resistances are huge. Having the extra AC is super helpful for new characters, for sure. Well, just looking at how strong our ranger character was, Grunter the Second, like, it's pretty wild how defensively powerful you can be on a gargoyle character. Doesn't hurt, of course, to also have a little bit of built-in torment resistance. That goes a long way as well. So I'd always highly recommend those Sons of Guns. Yeah, okay, I feel like the noise we're making with our axe is kind of a problem here. I guess maybe we take off our axe and go melee when we're in 1v1 combat, now that I think about it. And there we go. Okay, we've cleared the way here. That's fantastic. Broad Axe of Flame, just +1. I guess I'll pick it up. Probably won't use it, but I'll pick it up. Just for you, Trog. Show my gratitude. Fantastic. You can get to lair and mines pretty reliably. Haven't made it past too far yet. Haven't got to any of the demonic-y, spooky stuff. Well, that's definitely good. But yeah, if you ever get tired of Minotaurs, you just can know that you have no, just Torment. Okay, you're fine. Know that you have Gargoyles as another nice backup to potentially just give a shot. Throw something out there, see what sticks. But whatever is most fun, really, at the end of the day. Eventually, the wins will come. With enough playtime and some luck, the wins will come. So until then, just have a good time. Another gateway out of the abyss. Okay, I'm going to keep cycling. Cycle and recycle. I'm curious if this strategy is actually actively hurting me when it comes to the rune in particular. Do you have to be a certain number of squares away from your entry point? I don't think so. Oh, snap. Thank you, Wretched Star, for pushing me out of the Chaos Clouds. I was about to say, it's going to take a few steps of random effects to get the heck out of dodge, but fortunately, we end up lucking out here. Long run. Oh, something invisible there that I didn't even notice I was murdering. Fantastic. Love to see it. And otherwise, we'll just keep on murderizing. Ring of Dex, no thank you. Tormentors, I mean, if we could just get more of those coming our way, I'd be very happy with that. Let's just keep heading this direction, see if we can't put that random theory to the test, see what shows up as we continue to make our way a little bit further from where we entered. And again, what the heck are you? Don't think they were reducing our magic fast enough to be a ghost moth, though we definitely were losing a little bit in that regard. Oh dang it, there's a gateway out if we want to keep cycling and recycling, but I guess that's fine, and instead we'll start making our way up and at him here. Okay, perfect. We're managing to get rid of most of the effects as they come down. Right, not having willpower is definitely in the potential danger camp. It's within the realm of possibility that we'll get paralyzed at an inopportune moment, but hopefully that's not the case. And let's just keep going. Goal northeast. I believe northeast is the keys to the kingdom here. Just have to believe. Oh gosh, wretched star. Oh right, we don't get permanent. Oh right. So I was looking for the mutations and not seeing any. I wonder why that is. We don't get mutated, but we are almost brain dead, so that's not great. Maybe I do have to take the next gateway out of here, if just so I can try to work off some of this degeneration in that crypt floor that we left behind. At the very least, we left that crypt floor behind, so there's some hope, even if we end up finding ourselves in a precarious situation here. But let's see how everything shapes up, shall we? If I can find myself a nice little cubby hole to hide in, or not. Okay, this very much feels like an unseen horror. Let's just slash. Okay, I killed one of them. I think there were two. Maybe not. Maybe not. Or it just got cut off by the ever-shifting nature of the abyssal ruins. Oh gosh, a bunch of malmutators. There's my gateway out if I so desire. I'll take it. Holy moly. Down 3 intelligence, so we would be at 0 if we weren't fortunate enough to have some magical items that help us out in that regard. Interesting. So, where do we wish to go? I forget what we left behind in depths for. Oh, right, Boris. Big old Boris themselves. We could potentially take down Boris. We have all of our evocables up. The issue with Boris is that after death they can appear anywhere, so I almost want to keep them alive on depths 4 as long as I possibly can. Seems like it could be advantageous. Elf 3 I guess we never finished off, so that's another opportunity. You know what, let's head that direction. See how we're looking, see how we're feeling, and all that good stuff. I'm sure we won't get any near-death experiences here, right? After all, it went so well last time with absolutely nothing terrifying happening. Right, another thing to keep an eye on is that we'll probably want to switch up to a tower shield at some point down the road here. And actually, let's maybe swap back to unarmed. I'm not too sure what's better off for us here, but we can also haste up. And let's see if we can't murderate some folks here, shall we? Blade Master, not the end of the world. Let's actually throw out the condenser vein just to get some big AoEs happening on all of our new friends as they try to crowd their way in. Fantastic. No master archers yet, huh? So I'm guessing those sons of guns are gonna hurt something fierce. They usually do, at least. There we go. We can make you kiddos step through the fire and flames. Fantastic. Slap on some extra boomerang power while we're at it. Beautiful. And don't you damnation me, you son of a gun. Fantastic. Ooh, blink scroll. Yes, finally. Much needed blink scroll. Definitely take that bad boy. Enchant weapon. If anything, I'll just use it on something in the here and now. Oh, I wish we had an anti-magic broadaxe. I changed my mind. We're not going to use it in the here and now. We're going to save that for if Trog ever hands us a good anti-magic weapon. Could be lovely. Could be wonderful even. And okie dokes. The rest of you kiddos shouldn't be too hard for us to deal with. Just slapping our way through quite beautifully. Ring of Ice, no thank you. No thank you. What do we leave here? Battle Axe of Subjectivity. Not much subjective about how garbage that item is. Boom, got him. But let's check out what else we have in store. No, I guess after we murder some of our new friends here. Let's start with that. Fantastic. Amulet of Laos. Strength +9 and Faith. No, thank you to that. Gain some silver javelins, though, is wonderful. And otherwise, I think we can pretty safely ignore all this other garbage. Ring of Magical Power, definitely not. Okie dokes, and that will be that. It seems like maybe a little bit of treasure with the one charges there. We did recover a decent number of our stats. Intelligence still not looking ideal necessarily. But that's fine. Let's head to the Abyss once more here. And see if we can't quickly find our way into a rune, shall we? 5th time? 6th time is the charm? Whatever time it is. And is there anything I want to drop before heading in? Maybe that axe. I'll actually keep the broadaxe of draining, and let's drop the other son of a gun. And here goes. Once more into the breach, shall we? Attack delay is 0.6. Why are we not at min delay? Oh, because skill is 18 for broadaxes, you fool. Well, let's rectify that. Whoopsie daisies. How silly I've been, folks. Gone so used to just being unarmed all the time, or armed with a triple crossbow. Okay. You say I sense the rune, but I do not, I don't see it. Minimap, please. Show me your secrets. Trog gives me a weapon. Oh, anti-magic broadaxe. Well, there you go. There you have it. Where the heck is that rune, though? Waiting for it to appear on the map. I'm not seeing anything of the sort. Still not fully sure how the rune messages work, seeing as how that is a relatively new addition to the game. Does seem like it's not one-to-one with where the rune is. I've definitely seen it appear in some weird spots. It vanishes from my memory. No. So, did I just go the wrong way? Is that what you're telling me, game? If I come back up here, will I remember? Recuerde me? No? Yay? Nay? There's a gateway out. I mean, we haven't been shuffled around, so it has to be somewhere here, right? right? Is this just copium I'm huffing, or am I on to something here? Maybe we'll head up and to some kind of direction. Heck if I know. +1 cloak, don't need to worry about that. So we'll just keep heading upwards for now. Maybe, just maybe, this is where the secrets were. Oh geez, paralysis is a little bit rough. Let's Trog's Hand so that we can avoid that eventuality in the future. There's an exit, I guess, if need be. Oh me oh my, where the heck? Where the maroons at? Hey Trog, could you help a rage buddy out here real quick, if you could be so kind? I mean, lots of enemies, but that's not necessarily one-to-one with the rune itself. I'm not seeing any of the fancy abyss tiles yet either, unfortunately, so don't know what to tell you, folks. Just kind of hoping against hope. I don't know what it means that the rune left our memory. I don't know what to do with that information. Let's definitely pop into a nice little oneer corridor. Do you know what? I am gonna head out just so we get an opportunity to heal up instead of just consistently being overwhelmed by this moray of enemies. Holy moly. Okie dokes. Once more into the breach. Oh, now that's more like it. Okay, I'm guessing we can't get in this way. In fact, I don't know why I even bothered to check. Let's just head straight up for what I'm assuming is the entrance. Try to murder everyone here before revealing what's to come, though that might already be a bit of a taster that we've seen so far. Troll, if you could help me just soften up this son of a gun. I just need to heal up before I head into the mix here once more. Fantastic. Is this all going to be holy themed? Oh, I bet it is. I think we saw one just like this recently. I'm going to go into Holy Flame as much as I would rather not. I just need the damage right now. And come on, trolls, you can do it. If you can't do it, no one can. Okay, gateway leading out right there is fantastic. Because that just means I need to murderate my way through here. Pick up some good old final upgrade. We're going strength again. Probably should go intelligence to avoid inevitable stat death, but hey, I believe. And we just sprint for it. Juggernaut ain't got nothing on me. And there we go. Holy moly. Misadventures galore. But hey, at the end of the day, we pick up our rune and we get the heck out of Dodge, bringing us up to 4 beautiful runes. Fantastic. So we still have vaults left to go for the kind of standard base 5 runes. And then we're going to be getting ready for Pandemonium. And are we ready? I mean, resistances speak for themselves. That's just beautiful. I would like a better shield, though. That's something that I think far and above is necessary. Reflection we have on our amulets we don't really need. Thanks so much, Kyo Pews, for the follow. I appreciate it, my friend. Welcome. But yeah, no great shields. I guess next goal could be just swapping up to a tower shield. In fact, let's just... I know I'm like training all over the place right now and have way too many skills going at once, but I think that's fine. We're at 0.5 with our speed axe, so that's actually quite lovely. Not too shabby. Is there anything else I feel like we could quickly get fit it in here tonight. Yo, been a YouTube frog for a little while. Nice. Well, thank you for watching, and thank you so much for dropping on by to say hello live as well. Always appreciate all of you folks, whether that be join us live or if you're watching this through YouTube. Never any pressure to come to the other side. I appreciate each and every one of you for joining us on these lovely journeys and hopefully enjoying it. Who knows? Maybe you just hate watch it, which I guess I'm still thankful for at the end of the day. I'll still take it. Whatever works for you, whatever floats your boat. It's a win-win at the end of the day here. But okie dokie. I could kill Boris, but again, I'm tempted to leave Boris alive. Well, as much as Boris could be called alive, I guess, at the end of the day here. I definitely do not have the time to make my way through Vaults 5, because that might be a bit of an endeavor, a bit of a trip. And what a way that will be to start off next week. First thing I'm going to do is jump directly into Vaults 5. Doesn't that sound exciting? We'll have noise, we'll have condenser vein, maybe even go as far as start immolating the place. I mean, don't have perfect fire resistance, but I'm guessing it's a heck of a lot better than most of our friends that will be meeting down that direction, so that's something. Indeed, it is interesting. You know, maybe this is just where we will call it for the evening. I'll leave Crypt 3 as a bit of a warm-up for next week, and then we'll be, as aforementioned, jumping into Vaults 5, seeing how that goes. Maybe just trying to stand our ground and fight everything that comes our way. Alternatively, maybe we'll for once try to use the fancy teleport strats that I know a lot of people swear by, in which you teleport, hope you land somewhere on the outside of the map. That way you're not in the dead center attracting all that attention in one fell swoop. The flip side is escape becomes a bit of an interesting proposition for sure. But hey, that will be next week me's problem as we jump back into it. And as providing we can survive that, as long as we survive that is what I was originally trying to say, then maybe, just maybe, we'll make our way into Pandemonium and see if we can't kill some Panlords. It's definitely a bit more of an interesting proposition when you're on a melee character. You know, you're a caster, you just cast MCC, job's done. If you're a ranger and you happen to have a +9 triple crossbow of Holy Wrath, not going to be too much of a problem, just sniping those sons of guns down. Melee gets a bit trickier. If they're vulnerable to silence, then that's at least an avenue for us. We have crazy good evocations across the board, so we have that avenue for us. We'll have to see how it goes when we get there, of course. It's been a while. I don't know if I've ever gone the full 15 with a melee. The first extended game I did was on a melee character. I believe it was a gargoyle, and I believe it died horribly in Gehenna in a stupid way. I was like tab fighting against an ancient champion and then took one too many iron shots to the face like an absolute fool. So we're going to try not to do that, of course, and we'll have to see how that goes next week. But of course, regardless of all that, let's do a quick check to see who is live here and who we can send a raid off to finish off our lovely evening. So I'll just open that up on the Twitch side of things. What are we looking at? How are we feeling Sunday evening? Does look like Wizard is playing some DCSS, so let's just head that direction, share some love for our buddy over that way, and hopefully their runs are going well here. We can rub off some of our luck, because I think luck is the only thing that kept us going through some of these close calls that we faced here today. So we will probably be heading off that direction. But as always, of course, kind of briefly touched on it a few minutes ago, but I always appreciate all of you lovely folks for joining us on our journey, whether that be watching us live and chatting along, lurking in the background, or hey, if you're watching this down the road through VOD or YouTube, then thank you, each and every one of you. I hope you're enjoying the journey as much as I am. These 15 runs have definitely been an interesting venture, and it's kind of fun seeing the differences between the different kind of archetypes, I guess, as it were. And yeah, once we finish this, we'll potentially be doing a null, so we can just hit every single archetype all in one run. Or I know there have been some suggestions for other runs, potentially doing a bloodless vampire that stays undead the entire time, as well as some of the cosplay challenge runs where we try our very best to pretend to be one of the uniques and make our way through that way with some conducts and some challenges to achieve. We'll have to figure out what we're doing when we get there, but I'll start this raid off here before I forget to do so. And most importantly, regardless of all of that and my incessant rambling, I do hope, of course, that you're having a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you out there. And I definitely hope to see you soon this next Sunday when we jump back into it. Just to remember, folks, that we never, ever, even for a moment, didn't have it. I'll see ya.